Keshawn, we're
So,
back with episode 4.
hell yeah.
Episode 4. Man, how's life living, buddy?
Life is doing its best to, send me down different paths I don't want to go.
Oh. How so?
Just so, woke up today, had a thought, because, as I'm editing episode 3, like, I remember the director of Terminator being he envisioned the T-1000 coming out of the lava, in a dream.
Okay.
And so, I envision, the intro for episode 3, in a dream, and, it's coming together quite nice to the point where I'm like, do I want to change career professions to, an editor or a graphic designer or something?
Mhm.
Because, I actually, like putting time into this. Not that I don't like putting time into programming, but I like putting time into, editing.
Yeah, it's fun,
So,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I have an idea, and then I write it down, and then to see that idea come to life is so satisfying.
Yeah. No, I haven't done much video editing. I've always wanted to, I mean, for years, I've always wanted to get into it. But I get really weird whenever I try and do something new. Especially when it comes to something I just don't really know much about. But
Yeah,
the videos that I have made, they're really terrible. But it's honestly, I've had so much fun making them that it's like man, I can see where people, or I can see why people really enjoy doing stuff like this.
yeah,
Um, and honestly, if I had the choice to, I mean, I guess I do technically have a choice if I work hard enough. But if
yeah.
I ever get the opportunity to do full-time editing and stuff, I think that would be way more ideal than what I'm doing right now.
Hell yeah.
I enjoy doing IT help desk networking whatever, but honestly that shit kind of bores me sometimes, man. So
Yeah, man.
I man, I would, that's why I'm very much enjoying what we've been doing with these podcasts. It's getting me back into doing Premiere Pro editing. It's been
Right.
fun, man. It's actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it also makes me feel like I'm walking in the same path as a lot of my favorite YouTubers,
Mhm.
because I come up with an idea and I see it come through, or I'll do something funny, or you'll say something funny, and then I'll overemphasize that moment, and it's oh, I feel the same joy and elation
Yeah.
when I edit it, and then I see that edit in a video, when I'm watching one of my favorite YouTubers do what they do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh man, it's so satisfying.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed, because whenever I'm just gaming with whoever, friends, family, whatever,
Yeah,
I have so many clips saved because I use GeForce Experience, and it has this whole you can record or save the past 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You can set a certain time, so you can record or save a recording of the last 2 minutes of whatever you were playing or whatever you were doing. So the
yeah,
amount of clips that I have saved, I literally had to buy an external hard drive, like a 3 terabyte external hard drive, just because I was saving so many funny clips, and I always wanted to just take them and throw them into edits and stuff, and I don't know why I haven't yet, to be honest. I
yeah,
think a lot of it just comes down to me being lazy and scared to do it. But yeah, I have so many clips and so much hard drive space used because I just have so many random funny things that happen all the time, and I
yeah.
always want to just do something with them. Right? I really need to push myself into doing it. But
Hell
and that's
yeah.
why I've been thinking, now that I've been putting myself out there with this with the podcast and the editing and stuff, I
Same.
think I want to try and really focus myself on doing the using those clips that I have saved and stuff, and I think this has been
See
helping
what
a
you can do
lot.
with it.
Yeah, and I think I
Yeah,
think I think giving myself the motivation and the will to do this podcast, for example, it's been helping a lot with really wanting to get back into it. So I completely agree with what you're saying. It's
yeah,
really
definitely.
cool. Another thing too, uh, this is very off topic, but now that we're in October, today's the 21st. Oh, it's near the end of
Yes,
October
sir.
already. Shit.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say, it's been a very nice month for me, mainly because I love October. I mean, I hate the cold. That's like the only thing I don't like about it. But the color orange is like really it is really nice on my eyes. You know, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, you know, like sometimes people will see colors and they'll have like a emotional reaction to it, I guess, like,
Yeah.
or like an
Yeah.
emotional like attachment to something.
Yeah.
It's it's like that. Like the color orange just feels so calming. I don't know what it is or why it is, but I just love the
Mm.
color orange. Which is why I really love Halloween. I love, weirdly enough, scary shit. I hate scary shit. I'm so bad with scary stuff. But I
Yeah.
find like I find Halloween. I find like the month of October so much fun. Like watching like DegenZ Gaming doing his like Halloween his um his spooky month and everything. It's just like it's so fun. So fun.
Yeah.
So everything so far lately things have been going pretty well. That with the gym,
Good.
everything. Things
Yeah,
have just
like
been going well.
I took some time off from the gym, while I'm in between contracts, and I've actually enjoyed it because like sometimes I think a lot of the times we as humans get so caught up in like the hustle and bustle, 9 to 5 grind that
Mm,
sometimes it is just nice to like just take a break, kick back, and just enjoy the littlest things, like being able to do something that you had to put off because of like your regular day-to-day life.
yeah.
It's been real like mind opening and like refreshing and rejuvenating because like
Hmm.
now I feel like I am more ready to do editing for like the podcast, which you also all should subscribe to. Editing for my own channel, which you also should subscribe to, and stuff like that. And so it's like,
Yeah.
and then like dedicate time to getting better at programming. Even though I complain about it, but I do love some aspects of it. So like
Hmm.
it's just nice to just have perspective and take a step back and
Yeah.
kind of reassess where you are and like replant your feet, so to speak.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. But
Yeah. So like speaking of planting feet, there were some
just like where they planted that fucking leak
yeah,
all around the internet.
yeah, we gotta call Mario. There's a bunch of leaks going around here, bro.
Oh
God
shit,
damn it.
yo, that was crazy.
Yeah,
If nobody knows yet, the so there was with the whole Microsoft court case that was going around, there was a giant document that was uploaded for the court case, and inside this document was a lot of planned release documentation that was not supposed to be seen by the public eye, 100% not supposed to be seen by the public eye,
ever.
and yeah, ever, and it ended up getting what was it, publicized or published?
Yeah, publicized.
I don't know how the hell it did, it got published. I don't know. I'm guessing
It,
it's
it, it made its way out of the lab, and now it's like living, breathing amongst us, guys. It's like
so
shit that we weren't supposed to find out or know
yeah.
about is like now public knowledge, and now I feel like is going to cause so much issues for Microsoft just because
I think it was a good thing for them.
I think it was good, but it's like now that again this is October 21st, the lawsuit slash trial in question was the Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard and
Hmm.
King, which was approved by the CMA on Friday the 13th, basically clearing the way for Microsoft to now outright just start rolling in all of their IPs and content and just absolving the company into themselves. So like there's a lot of games that I feel like were going to happen, and not so much that I don't think that they aren't going to happen, but like again, now that Microsoft has Activision Blizzard and King, they are probably more motivated to like get some of their IPs out first than like whatever they were going to do, and we are going to talk about some of the things that were leaked.
Oh, and see, I never thought about it that way. I was more focused on the release schedule they had before the COVID situation.
Yeah.
But I never thought about the because now I know now that I know the court case is now over with, and that Microsoft did win it, so which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But I never thought about them trying to push more towards the Activision Blizzard releases than things that they already had scheduled.
Yeah, and like
Never thought about it that way.
I never thought about it. I mean, I did because like it's Microsoft at the end of the day is a corporation that wants to make money. So like if you're looking at Bethesda and you're looking at Activision, you're probably looking at Activision as like, this portfolio is a little bit better than like the RPG maker that is Bethesda Studios. You know what I mean? Like you have Activision. They made Call of Duty, and then you have Blizzard. They made Diablo, I think,
Yeah,
and they made Diablo and Overwatch, two of the biggest first person shooters of the modern day under one roof. You damn right they gonna be like, hey man, I heard PlayStation was in some needed some COD. Yeah, here you go. Now you
yeah.
pay, bitch. Hold this L. You pay us every time one of your bum ass clientele wants to buy a COD on a fucking plastic modern house looking box. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a massive W for them. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of problems with Activision Blizzard, especially recently, um, with just the company itself, the games.
Yeah.
But I think with Activision, or sorry, not Activision, with Microsoft as the now sole backer to Activision Blizzard, I think it's a major step forward for the company, for Microsoft, for everybody, pretty much. I think it'll. I'm
Yeah.
hoping. I mean, I know. Really, really hoping that there's a light at the end of the tunnel with this, because I know how much shit that Blizzard has been getting. It's really not looking good for
Yeah.
them. So we'll see. I mean,
Blizzard Blizzard been down bad for like a few good years now,
yeah,
man.
I think
I don't know.
I'm hoping this will be their bounce back, but
But
we'll
to be fair,
see.
so has Activision with all like I don't remember quite offhand, but I do. Wasn't there like a scandal going? Yeah. Activision, like there was like a lawsuit or something going on.
Was it about the work, like the workers and
Yeah,
stuff?
the work
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of like I want to say it was sexual harassment
yeah.
lawsuits.
It was sexual.
Yeah, it's I think they've been getting really like screwed in these last couple, I want to say the last like 2 years or so. It's been really
Yeah,
it's been like really it's been there's been a lot of really bad um things coming out of Activision Blizzard, which is why
yeah.
I
There
was
was
I
like
was really worried about it. I heard when I heard about everything, and I was like, shit, man,
yeah.
this is like really horrible stuff going on over there, like really horrible stuff. It's just
Yeah, like just to kind of like go over some of the we're going to get into like the Microsoft leaks, but just to go over some of like the issues with Activision Blizzard for those that don't know, according to shout out to bbc.com for these kind of like little quick tidbits, but like some of the scandals that Activision was caught up in, the quote cube crawls where basically um people were living underneath their desks because of the amount of times of crunch. Women specifically were subjected to like cube crawls, and when basically men would like drink copious amounts of alcohol and just like crawl their way through cubicles and all that
it's
stuff, and then
horrible.
like other female employees were worked so hard they like uh they how do I want to say this because of YouTube? They sent themselves to Snake Way. I'll put it that way. They sent themselves to King Kai's planet, and like it's so bad. And I hope now because I hope the acquisition has a lot of good that comes out of it because one of the things that uh the Activision employees were pushing for was a union, and Bobby Kotick, the current Activision CEO, fuck that guy, was never going to allow that to happen without a buyout. And now that Microsoft has bought out Activision, now they can finally unionize and hopefully never have to go through cube crawls and people offing
Yeah.
themselves and stuff ever again.
Yeah, it's the thing. It's been these last couple of years have been horrible. I think it's been crazy to hear about all the shit going on over there. That's why I was really hoping that this acquisition would be the light at the end of the tunnel for everybody. But
Yeah.
again, I don't know. I just hope and pray for everybody.
And I yeah, same. And I do understand like the whole like monopoly consolidation thing, and I feel like that is a conversation that we will have to have in the future. I just don't think it's anything we have to worry about within like the next 5 years minimum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I think the short term is going to be a lot of positive. The long term is just a wait and see.
Hmm.
But with the whole Activision Blizzard King merger going through, games such as like, again, we to put this into perspective, according to the Microsoft leaks, Bethesda wanted Elder Scrolls 6 to come out 2 years after Starfield. Starfield was originally supposed to come out in 2020,
Isn't that
and then
crazy?
2 years later, Elder Scrolls 6, and I'm like, there's no way, there's no
And you know
way.
what's even
Man.
crazier? So see, looking at the leak and everything, it's crazy. I mean, because we were seeing, the whole fiscal year, and what they had planned of this is going to come out this year. This is going to come out the next year. This is going to come out the next year after
Yeah.
that. Now, seeing that they had Starfield and then Elder Scrolls 6 within the same within like a 2 year span, fucking
Yeah.
crazy. Like, and what's even crazier is that over the last couple of years, they even said they barely even started Elder Scrolls 6. I'm pretty sure when did that trailer come out? Do you know when the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer came out?
The Elder,
Elder
I
Scrolls.
want to say 2021.
Let me look it up real quick.
I
So
remember seeing
the official announcement teaser trailer for Elder Scrolls 6 was 5 years ago.
no way.
Yeah, it was
No.
5 years ago.
2018? Oh shit.
Yeah, it was
Oh, shit.
2018.
Holy fuck.
And-
They weren't even owned by Microsoft then.
Yeah, they
That's
weren't.
crazy.
Yeah, and what's even crazier is that everyone kept thinking that it was getting made, and then they came out. I want to say like 2 years ago, and they were like, yeah, the game hasn't really even really been like started yet. It's just like we're focusing on like Starfield and all that stuff, and then during this whole court case, a lot of I think even the CEO of Microsoft, I forget his name. I don't know. Phil Spencer. I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer even came out and said that they're planning on trying to get Elder Scrolls 6 out within the next like 2 or 3 years, which is like I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, Starfield just came out. It's like
Yeah.
what? I mean, like I understand they got the Microsoft backing, but goddamn, bro, like. I don't know. I don't know.
There's no way. I'm not saying that they can't, because they obviously now have the money of a $1 trillion mega corporation behind them. But like, first of all, Starfield is a hit. Whether people, to hell with the reviews for Starfield. Starfield is a hit. It was #1 game in September, or the #1 new game in September. #7 overall.
Mm-hmm.
When comparing to games that had already came out earlier in the year and the new games that had came out, it was #7. So 2 million copies for the premium early access edition alone. 2 million copies for the premium early access edition.
It's crazy.
There is no way they are going to give up support for this game for Elder Scrolls, because Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be an all hands on deck type of game.
Yeah, it has
There's
to
no
be.
way they're giving up on Starfield.
Mhm.
There's no way. Especially now that they've announced, what is it, the Shattered Space DLC coming out
So
next year. There's no way.
so now I don't know if this is something that's been confirmed. I really don't know much about the Starfield news or community really yet, because I just really haven't delved deep into Starfield at all. I'm honestly still playing Baldur's Gate 3, bro. We're 80. I think we're 82 hours into our playthrough, and we're in the final act. And there's just people kept telling us that Act 3 was the shortest act, and we've been in Act 3 the longest out of the 3 acts so far.
Damn.
So it's been pretty fucked, but it's fun. Like we literally keep just running into. We'll like do like a side quest, which will then lead us into another side quest, which will lead us off into another like area, which will then lead us to another side quest, and then we'll eventually have to trail back to another side quest that we started about 2 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden we're just spiraling into like a side quest, like the just this like whole like spiral abyss of side quests, but we're just having a great time like doing it. Like it's just I don't know. Like it's so after I'm done with Baldur's Gate, then I'm probably gonna hop into Starfield and do all that. But yeah, it's so back to sorry, I digress. Did they have plans of doing further DLC, or are they only doing this one expansion?
I think the idea is Phil Spencer in an interview after the launch of Starfield had said they were impressed. Well, one of the reasons they bought Bethesda was they were impressed with the lifespan of their games, a la Skyrim. Skyrim still has a nice sizable base 10 plus years later.
Yeah, have you seen those fucking mods, bro? That shit's crazy.
So the idea that Phil was saying was that they want to support Starfield the same way they want to give Starfield as much support in the hopes that it will be played for years the way Skyrim is, the way Fallout 3 is, Fallout New Vegas,
Good.
Oblivion. And I'm like, thank you, because you guys gave, bro, Fallout 76 came out in 2018. It still gets updates, still gets quality of life updates, still gets content updates. It just had a DLC drop a month ago.
That's true. Yeah, no, you're right. Yep.
So I'm like, if you can do that for 76, there's no way you can't do that for Starfield. So me personally, I do not see Shattered Space being the last big update. I see this as one of many to come.
Good.
For many years to come.
I hope so. Yeah, I really, really hope so, because
I'm gonna say this too. KidLethal, Keshawn, I'm saying this too. Starfield 2 will not be announced for till 2030.
That would be fucking crazy. I
feel it's going to have a 7-year lifespan.
I hope it. I honestly, no, I hope it does. I really do. Seeing the success that it's gotten, and seeing that it's been getting, updated, fixed, patched, mod supported. Even it's only been out for what, like 2 months, 3 months,
a month.
Yeah, like yeah. So it's like, it's crazy to see how much stuff has already gotten released for this game, and I think it'll go really well. Yeah,
the mod support is so great, and then I don't know if it was Bethesda or Todd or Phil. One of them already said like 2024 they are going to like encourage and support the modding community.
Good, they need to.
I'm like, let's go. This game, and I forgot, Starfield 2 cannot be announced in 2030. Do you know why? Because if these leaks are true, and they're working on a Fallout 3 remaster,
true,
and an Oblivion remaster, they won't have time to make Starfield 2. They're going to be like, hey, oh my gosh, Bethesda is about to eat for like the next decade and a half, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, the Oblivion and Fallout remasters are, if this is a true thing, and they don't end up canceling these remasters, it will be one of the greatest replays of my entire life. I started, so my first endeavor with Bethesda games was Fallout 3, and then it led into Oblivion, and then it led into, I believe it was Fallout New Vegas, and then I did Skyrim, and here we are today. But man, if they end up doing a remaster for those games, and it comes out in the next, say, couple of years, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, that'll be so fucking amazing to see, because those games deserve it. They run so poorly on PC just because of how old they are and how old the engine is.
Yeah.
And the fact that and even what's pretty funny to me is that Fallout 3 needs mods to even be ran properly on PC. So the fact, if it gets a remaster, it deserves it. I don't know. I remember us talking. I'm not sure when or if it was on one of the podcast episodes, but I remember you mentioning that you've never played Fallout 3 before.
Yeah.
And
episode 1.
I 100% will stick to my word and say, if you want to wait for if the remaster is real and it comes out and they show a trailer, with like a release date at some point in the next 2 years, I would say either you wait for the remaster or you just download a couple mods, replay Fallout 3 in its glory, and you just have a grand time. And honestly, either or, you're gonna love it. That game is so much fun. That
Yeah.
kickstarted my whole RPG fandom. It easily kickstarted. Now, I will say about the Oblivion remaster, it scares me, um, mainly because of the whole. Now, I know it shouldn't scare me because of this, but I wanted to get into this a little bit. Have you heard of Skyblivion?
Yeah.
So Skyblivion, yeah, Skyblivion is the fan made Oblivion remaster. Uh, that they aim to finish around 2025. They came out with a video this year with a plan, like a release date, like a roadmap. I can think of the word, with a roadmap. And the end of the roadmap was their initial plan was to release the mod in 2025. Now Skyblivion is a it's a remake, or sorry, not a remake. It's a remaster. I should maybe guess like it would be a remake. It's pretty much them taking everything from Oblivion and throwing it into the Skyrim engine. So they're
Yeah.
using they're pretty much modding the entirety of Oblivion in Skyrim, pretty much. So
Nice.
um, I've been following their channel and everything for years. Like they started this project such a long time ago, and I've always hoped, I've always prayed that it'll get finished, it'll come out. And seeing that they have plans of finishing it, and then when they showed us how far they were with with everything,
Yeah.
it got my hopes up. And then all of a sudden, the leaks came out, Oblivion remastered, official Oblivion remaster possibly, and
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. They're going out of the way to do to do this sort of like remaster themselves.
Yeah.
And now here it is, we're getting a possible actual legit, you know, Bethesda remaster.
Yeah.
Um and it scared me, but I think it'll be a good thing because I'm excited to play. So, say for example, Oblivion remaster, like the actual official remaster, is legit and it comes out. I am still down for both. I love
Yeah.
how much effort that the creators and the fans put into Skyblivion. That
Exactly.
I'm gonna play the fuck out of it because I want to
Yeah.
support them. That's the amount of work they've done, the amount of trailers that they've shown, the amount of stuff that they've done for that game and that mod. It's incredible. It's like I don't know if I can even compare this, but it's like the Fallout New Vegas. It's like the fan made mods where it's Fallout New Vegas, but they pretty much make their own like story. It's like their own DLC that they made. It's like a
No, I
fan
get
made
you. I get
DLC,
you. Yeah.
and they're fucking crazy. Like they're so cool, and it goes to show how much love and effort people put into like the things that they care about.
Yeah.
And seeing Sky Oblivion in its entirety is going to be amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. I will. I'm still. I hope and pray. I will fucking pray to whoever I need to pray to every night to get a remaster for Oblivion and Fallout 3. That would be amazing. Oh my!
Yeah.
It's like imagining giving Obsidian the rights for a New Vegas remaster.
And I think that that may be coming sooner than we that not sooner. I think that may be coming because
I fucking hope
back
it does, man.
back in July 2018, Todd Howard had said that he wasn't big on remastering old Bethesda games because the age is part of his identity. That's a direct quote from Todd himself.
Man, that just gives me so much fucking hope, bro. Like
That
so much.
he said this in 2018, and then when Bethesda was bought by Microsoft, it changed. It's like, okay, if these leaks are true and Fallout 3 is getting remastered and Oblivion is getting remastered, what do you think is next? I would argue, if I would bet, if you talk to any Fallout, if you talk to any OG Bethesda fan, their holy trinity of Bethesda games is Fallout 3, Oblivion,
I
and New
guess.
Vegas.
Yes, sir. I can
And if you
100% agree.
if the leaks are true and they are remastering two of the three holy trinity, what do you think is going to be next? It's
All
going
I
to be,
know,
bro. It's coming. And guess, I'm holding out hope that Obsidian is are going to get their due and get to remake the game that they made and brought to prominence. Because in an interview over the summer, shout out to PC Gamer, Todd was asked about a New Vegas remaster, and this is a direct quote per the PC Gamer.
wait,
I wouldn't say never, says Howard, asked about the nature of New Vegas' development, but now that our company is so big, it's always better to keep stuff internal. It becomes less likely, but I can never say never. I thought the Obsidian guys did a fabulous job with that game. End quote.
holy fuck, I didn't know about this.
I would never say never.
Nah, it's chills, man. That's actual chills. Nah,
Bro.
I didn't know this. I actually had no idea.
Bro,
Oh fuck. So that means they're planning on
give it time.
they're pretty much just saying, let Obsidian cook Avowed, and then we'll let them cook the remaster. It's pretty much what it sounds like.
And then we'll see if they wanna, hey, you wanna come back to an old fling, an old
Bro,
lover?
that
You
would.
wanna
Oh my god, bro. That's like.
current day Obsidian, Outer Worlds, Avowed, Outer Worlds 2, current day Obsidian, rebuilding New Vegas from the ground
Bro.
up. Oh
No, I would cry. I would
my.
actually cry. It would be amazing. It would be a day. It would be. I don't buy day one purchases anymore, but that would be a day zero purchase.
That
100%
I
would be a day zero purchase.
I don't pre-order games anymore. That would get pre-ordered on the spot.
Oh my god, bro!
On
Imagine those.
the spot,
Imagine the
bro.
Holy Trinity remaster. That would be fucking crazy. Wow. Yeah, that would be insane, man. But God, all I hope for is that that a lot of these are real, and none of these are going to be things that get canceled. Because
I hope
obviously,
yeah.
obviously this was all just a release schedule from 2 years ago before COVID.
This is literally like the internal release schedule for Microsoft and
Yeah.
Bethesda
Now,
before we all got caught in like the COVID domain expansion. And we
yeah,
got hit with infinite delays, man.
yeah. No, what's even crazier is the fact that if you look at the schedule and then you look at today, everything that if you try and even out the years, there's about a 2 year gap now in between the schedule that they had on the leak and today. So
Yep.
seeing things like even the, oh my god, and I hope this is not a canceled thing. 'Cause I've never heard anything yet about it. But even seeing in the fiscal year 2024, they had plans of Dishonored 3. That means that means we might be getting a Dishonored 3. Even in general, even now, I don't even care if it comes out, say now 2026. We're getting a fucking Dishonored 3, bro.
Dishonored 3, bro. That game, that series is so slept on, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That
It's
I didn't know much about the game when I first played Dishonored, I said, "What the fuck is this game?" I was like, doing assassin shit sounds kind of cool, bro. I'm down. And then I played it and I was like, "Wait, this game's kind of good." And then I finished Dishonored 1 and I was like, "Yo, this game fucking slaps." And then the years in between Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2, people would post those videos of doing like speed kills and stuff of like like the real like stylish, like they'll shoot a fucking arrow and at like the start of the whole thing, they'll teleport to like one area, they'll do a bunch of other shit, and then right at the end they'll get to the last guy and the arrow that they shot in the beginning of the video just comes down and smacks him in the head.
Yeah.
So I fell in love with shit like that. I love it. I love seeing it in Far Cry. I saw it in there. You see it in Cyberpunk now. It's crazy. I love it, bro. This shit is so fun to watch.
When it comes to the Dishonored series, I always loved watching people do the no contact runs where you literally just stealth the whole game. And it's like you never come into contact with anybody.
Dude, it's so cool. Yeah, people are so impressive with shit.
Bro.
And then Dishonored 2 came out, and I heard it didn't get as good of a rap as Dishonored 1. I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I played it and I loved it. I thought it was great being able to to choose between two different characters, being
Yep.
able to go through the story, going through every. It was. I thought it was just a really fun time still. And
Same. And then
honestly,
like,
if Dishonored, so if Dishonored, obviously they've had all this time to cook. They can come up with new ideas. They already have good story. They already have good combat. All they gotta do is just come up with different ideas. With story, good gameplay. They're chilling.
yeah.
I'm ready for it.
And what makes this even better is because I don't know. I don't know if you've ever played this game, but I played it and I thoroughly enjoyed it more than I thought. It wasn't as immersive as I would have as Dishonored 1 and 2, but Deathloop was a game that came out 2 years ago.
Wait, that was 2 years
And
already?
yes,
Wow.
and Deathloop is rumored to be in the same universe as Dishonored.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
If Dishonored 3 is real and we could like tie in like the time loop of Deathloop and Dishonored
Oh.
1 and
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah.
no, you didn't cut me off. I just splooged a little because like Bethesda based on these leaks and just based on what we want and what interviews and stuff, Bethesda could literally cook for like a decade. They could cook
Oh yeah.
for a decade.
Yeah,
And that's not even counting like Fallout 5, which they already announced.
yeah,
That's
bro.
not that's going to be after Elder Scrolls 6, bro.
I forgot about that, to be honest with you.
I'm like, bro, they could cook for years, bro.
Yeah, they could have some fucking bangers, man. I'm telling you, with this, that's why I really think that this leak was a really good thing for them and for the community, because now it gives us hope of seeing what might be coming out, and it gives us hope of thinking, oh, do you think they'll ever go forward with this series or go forward with this game more than they already have? Like, I
Yeah.
never fucking thought they were gonna come out with a Dishonored 3, but here we are. Now I have hope that a Dishonored 3 is in the works, or possibly might be coming out even sooner than later. It's fucking awesome. Like, I think it's such a huge W, man. A huge W.
Yeah, and it's like it's just to me it's just crazy to see like how COVID like I made the joke about like the COVID domain expansion, but literally we were caught in like an infinite delay domain expansion, bro.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I still can't believe how much COVID pushed back, the entire world pretty much. Like, I mean, just this is just a prime example. Like, this whole 2 year gap of really like everything getting pushed back because of COVID. It's just like, it's nuts. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, it sucks that it was 2 years. COVID like kind of screwed us for all this time. And it's really brought up like a really
And then
new
like
type of
and
way of
then
like working and stuff too. With like, I mean, like, work from home was like very, very never heard of, and then now here we are. It's crazy.
everyone craves that shit
Yeah,
now.
it's
Just to work from
nuts.
home. Everyone wants to work from home, but it's like, hey, times change, bro. And it's like
Yeah, and we're living in some like crazy history. I feel like it's kind of nuts. Like, I feel like I really feel like this whole like COVID thing is like gonna be like in the history books. It's like crazy.
oh, it will. Like literally, like 40 years from now, they'll be like, never forget 2020 when like literally the entire world pivoted in one
Yeah,
direction.
it like
and
shut
never looked
down.
back.
It's fucking crazy, man.
And it's like, and just again, these are all leaks, so there's no guarantee that all of these games are going to be released.
Yeah.
Hell, some of these games are probably canceled or will never see the light of day. It's all going to be about waiting and seeing. But one game that I know is not going to be canceled or delayed, or it might get delayed, but it's not going to be canceled, and it will see the light of day. Indiana Jones.
Oh, see.
We were just talking about Bethesda cooking,
Mhm.
and Machine Games is making Machine Games, the same company that made Wolfenstein: The New Order and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus are making an Indiana Jones game that is going to be produced by Todd Howard. Bethesda ain't losing this decade,
Holy
bro.
fuck! See, oh my god! See, I've heard of the Indiana Jones game, but I had no idea it was being made by people who made Wolfenstein. I had absolutely no clue. That's fucked.
Bethesda is not losing this decade. They came to play. They are locked into Game 7 LeBron James this decade, bro.
That
They are
sounds
locked
amazing.
in. Todd Howard
Wow.
is locked. Todd Howard is locked in.
He's
Bro.
ending his career on a fucking banger, bro. I'm telling you that much.
This has got to be the unofficial retirement tour for Todd Howard. It's got to be.
He's ending his career on a fucking banger. It's incredible how much they have like planned out. It's actually incredible how much shit is planned out for them. And like
His poor.
and seeing that the Wolfenstein devs are the ones making this Indiana Jones game, I have high hopes for it. Because I mean, the Wolfenstein 1 and Wolfenstein 2 was so fucking fun. It was like it's like Doom, but you're just beating the fuck out of Nazis. It's great. It's actually just like a huge dopamine rush the entire time. Like the story's great. It's funny. The combat's fun. Everything is just like a good time. You're just shooting Nazis. It's great.
Right.
So the fact that they're making an Indiana Jones game sounds fucking awesome. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Indiana Jones and Wolfenstein are two very different concepts. But I mean, we've seen game companies switch up pretty fast. You know, like the people that made Forza Horizon are now making Fable. It's kind of. I mean, you know, people. It's kind of like let them cook. You know.
Basically, like let the chefs cook their masterpieces or,
Yeah.
or whatever it's going to be like, and then the fact that on top of this, Pete Hines who has already confirmed that the last Wolfenstein game that came out was called Youngblood. Pete Hines has out of his own mouth confirmed that is not Wolfenstein 3. That is like a side story.
Yeah.
So unofficially confirmed Wolfenstein 3 is coming from Machine Games, and I guarantee you it's going to be after Indiana Jones is done.
Man, that's so fucking cool. Like, it's so cool. I have high hope. I really do. I really hope this stuff like this comes out, because the fact that we'll probably be seeing, if now say all of these are confirmed and they, you know, they're getting made right now, and we just don't know. I bet you in the next 2 years, I bet you 2024, the amount of W's that we've had this year, I feel like with what we're seeing in this league, if a lot of this is actually going to be coming out, we're going to have a fucking massive W for 2024 as well. It's going to be equally as good.
Exactly, bro. Like that's what I mean. Like Bethesda, like many people, myself included, did not understand why Xbox bought Bethesda back in 2020 when it did. And now we understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of like just me going over the leaks and stuff, the amount of stuff that Bethesda has gotten into and had a hand in creating Wolfenstein, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Oblivion, you know what I'm saying? Elder Scrolls, Oblivion,
they had so much.
Now Starfield. They have, and now they're working on Indiana Jones and an unannounced and unofficial Wolfenstein 3, and it's like, bro, they have so much they could do. An unofficial Dishonored 3, if that even happens. Hell, we didn't even talk about this, but I'll just throw it out there because it's part of the leaks. A new Doom game.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, bro, they have so much. Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5.
Mm-hmm.
Their next decade,
they're set.
Is set.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, and it's so cool. I've always it's kind of nuts because you gotta put this in this perspective. It's like, if Bethesda was never bought out by Microsoft, I don't even think half of these would even be a thing.
No, bro, we'd still be waiting for Starfield.
Yeah, we'd still be hearing or like seeing like trailers of Starfield. Like, it's crazy how much the buyout has helped them. It's insane. And Microsoft is they're just doing good, man. they're doing their thing, and I think they're doing their thing right. It's insane how much acquisitions have been going on, and how much they've been just letting all these new companies finally push forward into what they want to do.
Yeah,
I
and
love
like
it.
the whole idea of the philosophy that Phil Spencer is using is like, yeah, we buy them out, but like we do not intervene unless we have to, or unless they come to us and say, hey, we need like guidance or help. I like that because it's like, okay, just give them money and let them cook. Even if they might cook some spoiled ass food, but at least you let them cook on their own merits and use
Hmm.
their own ingredients. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, bro, we got Starfield, Fallout 5 is coming, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming. A possibility of a new Doom game, a possibility of a Wolfenstein 3, possibility of Fallout 3 remastered, Oblivion remastered, New Vegas remastered, possibly. It's like, bro, people sat here and said that, oh, Microsoft has no games, they just have Forza and Gears and Halo, and why can't they just compete? They went out, they just said, okay, they I don't always agree with acquisitions unless but it's a case by case situation.
Hmm.
They went out and bought Bethesda and said, "Now we can compete, bro." Fallout 5, Elder Scrolls 6, Indiana Jones, which is confirmed to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, you don't know how happy I am about this acquisition, man. Just it's PC and Xbox are gonna be cooking so hard.
Hey, guess what? If you got a Steam account, you can play it there. If you got a Game Pass account for $15.99 a month or whatever the fucking price tag is, you can play it there too. You don't gotta go. You do not have to go spend $70 to go buy a game that
Mm.
might not be good. You can spend $15 and call it a day.
It's telling you it's been a massive W in the community for
And
this.
bro, I don't know
Massive.
if I don't know if you remember these days, but this type like the Game Pass era has brought me back to the Blockbuster days, bro. You would just rent a
Yeah,
game
we just
and
run a
like,
game.
oh, this is
Hmm.
ass. I'm not buying it. Oh, this is good. I am gonna go buy it, bro.
That's how I,
Microsoft. Oh
that's
my
how I played.
gosh,
That's how I played Halo. That's how I got into Halo Reach.
I did not think about it till just having this conversation with you. Microsoft has retroactively brought back the Blockbuster days, bro.
That's actually such a cool thing
Holy
to think of.
shit.
That's actually so cool. Thinking about. I never even thought about it that way.
They
It's
have
literally
retro.
modern day Blockbuster.
Yeah, modern day Blockbuster. You pay that Game
It's
Pass subscription, and hey, this game was mid. I'm not gonna buy it. I just uninstall it from my hard drive
mm-hmm.
and go on about my day. And, oh, it's great. I'm gonna go, bro. They retro. I love it, bro. I
Oh
love being a gamer,
shit. Yeah,
bro.
I love
I
it,
love
man.
being a gamer, man. This shit, it'll be, and you know what? I will give props to PlayStation and Nintendo. You guys have kicked the dog shit out of Microsoft for years. You forced them to create Game Pass just to
Mhm.
stay competitive. Thank you for that. Competition breeds excellency.
Mhm.
Iron. I want you all to hear me when I say this. Iron sharpens iron. Let's go. Game on, everybody. Have fun. Whatever you want to play on. A PC, a plastic box that looks like a rectangle, a plastic box that looks like a modern day house. Have fun gaming.
You know, maybe this console war shit is kind of good after all. You know, I think
Right.
I think this
As
console war shit
stupid,
kind of working pretty well for us.
as stupid as it is when you get on Twitter
Yeah, I
or
think
X.
I think it kind of works out. I'm liking it. I
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Start arguing some more about this shit. I'm kind of like I'm enjoying this.
Because like if you think about it, without if the 360 doesn't beat the dog shit out of the PS3, the PS4 and the PS5 wouldn't be what it was. If the 360 and the PS4 don't beat the dog shit out of Nintendo, we never get the Switch. We never get Breath of the Wild, bro, or Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And because of the Switch and because of PlayStation beat the dog shit out of Microsoft, we never get Game Pass.
And now that we have the
Dog.
Steam Deck, see all the fucking companies that are coming out with handhelds.
Yes, the Steam Decks, the Steam Deck. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
Xbox and their X Cloud. You can play on any phone,
Yep.
tablet. Bro, Mufasa was right. The circle of life is beautiful.
Shit, man.
That
Uh,
oh man. Yeah, the leaks were a huge W. The leaks were a huge W.
they were. I think everything that's come out of it has been really good for everybody. Even if things aren't actually going to come out and they're just there and they get canceled, fuck it. You know?
Yep.
But
Yep.
the fact that we have some sort of hope now, seeing that things are coming out or possibly coming out in the next couple of years, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
down, bro. I'll wait. I'm still young. I ain't going anywhere. This is the only thing that makes me happy anyway. Fuck work.
Right.
I'm down to just wait for these games to come out. I'm fucking
Yeah.
ready. I got
Hell
Honkai
yeah.
Star Rail. I got Punching Gray Raven. I can wait.
Right. Hey man, I got 50 plus hours of Starfield, and I just bought Spider-Man 2, and I just bought Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I'm down.
Oh,
I'm
did you
hey,
play that yet?
bro. I'm only 30 minutes in, and it's
Oh, I heard it was
it's
really
so
good. Yeah, I heard it was really good.
so good. But Nintendo don't miss on the Switch, bro. They don't miss,
Like you
and
said,
I
that
love it.
it's exactly the thing you needed. Just colors and happiness.
Yeah, just colors to like fill my primitive lizard brain. Yeah, just give me a bunch of colors.
Oh, shit, man. So, all right.
Oh,
Well,
man.
I got nothing else to say. So,
I got nothing else to say, man. We had a beautiful sermon. We talked about leaks. We talked about pipe leaks and ended it with a Mario conversation. Yeah.
yeah.
YouTube it. Yeah, we're leveling up as YouTubers. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, night, whatever's going on in your life. I hope it all turns out well. And always
Hell yeah.
remember, stay
Stay in the
degenerate.
generate.
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace.